Hello everyone, and welcome back to my server LP. Here we are in the base, and as you can see, I have cleared out pretty much the entire area and placed these chests like so. Now, if you're wondering what happened to the item sorter that we built in, was it 17, I believe? Episode 17? I actually tore that thing out because really I feel like I rushed that thing. And it was just, for the most part, it was pretty much just a mess. So this one is actually very well planned. The only downside to it is I'm gonna have to go down this long area and to get from chest to chest, though that shouldn't be too bad, and especially with the beacons. I could set one to feed two or something. So yeah. Another reason why I really wanted to rebuild this item storage system is the one I built doesn't have any sort of overflow protection, which is very bad in the long run for my master plans to take over the world. And yeah, and if we needed an overflow protection on these chests, because if they overflow, what I want to happen is just the items will go into like a miscellaneous chest at the end, and that can be miscellaneous / overflow. In fact, I've already built these over here, and these are just the chests hooked up with the hopper system. And I got an option to send the items out of the base. And if you're wondering where, this is a very long run thing, but I'm planning to make an underground item store that will sort pretty much every item in the game, and will have near infinite sorting, or storage, I should say. And basically, that will be like my master overflow system, whatever thingy. So, I said I planned this thing out, and I'll actually show you my plans in a test world, so let's jump into single player. Okay, here we are in the test world. Oh my goodness, the test world. My goodness, these item frames make me lag. But, anyways, here is the item sorters right here, and I found a video and kind of showcasing this. I'll link you to it and that video and stuff, and I'll also, and in that video also link to the original creator, like the basically guy who invented this sorting design. Basically, the redstone signals never overlap or anything in this, meaning if this gets full with all the items and so on, it's not going to mess up the system, which of course is pretty cool and all of that. So yeah, it's just basically two designs just repeating back and forth and so on, and we can fit 3 of these like so in the base, just barely. This is actually the ceiling of where our base would be, and yeah, pretty darn close. But one thing is, I know that we can't sort every single item, so I'm planning ahead this time on that part, and we're gonna have to sort, like, you know, the non-sackable items are gonna have to be manually sorted. So here I built a little kind of device, and it wasn't really all that hard. Basically, if an item goes through here and it is just a normal item, it'll just pass through with no problem to this chest. But let's see, I'll actually show you this thing working and so on. So as an example of this thing working, here I got like redstone lamps. Only really need a few of them to showcase this. So we'll just put those in. And as you can see, we'll make it to the end just fine. That door somehow got in there earlier. And if we put in doors or something that's non-stackable, you'll notice that it comes down to this chest. So yeah, I can even look in here to prove it to you. Basically, non-stackable items will give off a redstone signal of, I believe it's 4, when non-stackable ones and give off like a signal of 1. And also, I have tested this with items that only stack to 16, like ender pearls. And if we check this out, and the ender pearls get where they need to go, so we don't have to worry about stacks at 16 and getting mixed up or anything. So basically, this means whenever we send armor or swords through, they'll go into an array of chests and where we can organize them manually. Very easy, very simple. So with these plans, basically over here, if we look over to the lagginess that is this, oh boy, the FPS drop. And basically, I got all the item frames of the stuff I want to sort, and this is about 200 slots, which is how many the item sorter should have. Just about, give or take a few. I don't feel like doing the math for the exact number, but there you go. And yeah, so there are some items in here that I won't commonly see or really even need. That's what these signs are for, ones that I can get rid of. I believe it went up to, how many could I get rid of? 34 max. Yeah, so stuff like that, the clay item drop, we're probably not gonna need to sort or anything. And yeah, there's other things such as a bowl that's like really uncommon for us to have, so we might not just sort it. Rotten flesh, you know, we don't really need that. And if I mean, you know, and I don't really care for rotten flesh, so we might just not have that in the sorting system. Or if we do have it in the sorting system, we'll probably send it into a lava pool or something. So yeah. Okay, so I have spent plenty of time in my test world explaining my plans, and now let's go back onto the server. So here we are back on the server, and I want to mention one more thing. This part of the base and of here with the Ender Pearl elevator, we are also remaking that. I didn't show it in a test world, but I have a test version of this new Ender Pearl elevator that we'll be using. It's going to be more reliable. And yeah, but first we got to work on this. Now one thing is, it's going to be a pain to do this later, so we need to get blocks in between these chests. And we can't just go for normal blocks because then we're not going to be able to open them, so we need to use something like stairs. And I've been trying to think of what to use, and I think quartz should look pretty good. And I know I've recently used it, you know, on the Wither Skeleton Farm. Why can't I think? Oh my goodness, why can't I think? So yeah, I was thinking of using quartz stairs along here, and that would keep, you know, a nice bright, open, and good look. And so, and also my test world, it kind of looked good like that, so I'm gonna go with quartz stairs. Now, of course, my quartz supply is all gone, so I'm gonna have to go to the market and buy some. Home warp market. Wow, I fail. Wow. So, and when building this, I've had a little bit of a problem. I want this flat wall look in between the chests throughout, but I can't do it here because of the hoppers, and there's really no way to change that. Basically, if you're wondering what this is the miscellaneous and the non-stackable items chests. So yeah, very important stuff. And down here I got like, they're kind of hard to see, but there's levers. If I can, press them. Basically what these levers do is they lock these hoppers, so that way when I put items in here, they don't go anywhere. So yeah. This is going to be for a later feature down the road. I believe I already said this, and you know, the massive item sorter down there. If I didn't already say this, then I feel like a complete idiot, but whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll get back to you when the finished product is here. So here we are with the quartz. I've only done it right here. This is all I'm going to do for now. Then I'm going to work on these down here. And basically, when I did this, I noticed one thing. This path is going to get pretty narrow when I add in the wall here. Only 2 blocks wide. And really, I want to keep this viewing kind of open and so on. And yeah. So I might cut off this edge one, which means we're going to lose out on the capability of a few items here and there. Like, in total, if I do that, and that, we're going to lose out on 9 items of sorting power. So, yeah, a bit less, but we could deal with it. But, of course, with the new blocks being added, such as a coal block and in 1.6 and so on, then we're gonna want to integrate that into our system. So that's another thing. I'm probably gonna leave open slots for future added blocks, such as the coal block, because I know I'm gonna want that in my sorting system. So yeah, another thing is the quartz. I don't want to go all quartz with this. So I was thinking down here, I'm probably going to go ahead and have nether brick, and then have some sort of wood, like dark wood, spruce wood is what it's called, or stone bricks, and that should look pretty good. I'm envisioning it in my head and it looks good, but who knows until I actually lay it out. So now let's go ahead and get in the back and get technical with this and start building the actual sorting system itself. Okay, my graphics card driver just stopped working on me and I had to reboot my computer. So yeah, after this video, I am going to have to go ahead and go to AMD's website and see if there's a updated version of the driver. I know I did check the driver and Windows has no problems with it, like it's not malfunctioning, but it does stop from time to time. So let's just hope I reminded my future self to do that crap. And now let's go ahead and build the item sorter. So to do this, I'm just gonna kind of show it here. We're going to do that. Place a block right there for the first one. Break this block. Comparator. And before anybody asks, I'm not going to do a tutorial on this at all. Like I said, links are in the description. Follow them. They will help you. Yeah. So we will basically do that. And basically this redstone torch will power this redstone dust. And we're going to place a block right here. Block right there. And I already got a repeater. Just place it right there. This repeater will power this block, stopping this hopper from having items come through. Maybe one day I'll actually do a video on how item sorters actually work, because it's kind of hard to explain to someone who has never even used or built an item, like who has never even built an item sorter, to understand how it works. So basically we do that. Now we're gonna need to get out our hopper, go like that, place block like so, and do that. So basically same thing right there, sort of. Place block right there. And if you're wondering why I can jump 2 blocks, it's because I got my beacons set on jump boost. So we place that block there. Oh derp. I need half slabs. That comparator is supposed to be on a half slab. Okay, so we place a half slab right there. Get our redstone comparator back in there. And now I'm going to need my full blocks. Just place one right there. And one right there. Now torch, like so, redstone dust, and we're done. Basically, I just gotta repeat this pattern, and just back and forth, and we'll be good. Also, if you're wondering, yes, comparators can detect what's in a hopper, even when there's a block in a way. So that is interesting. I didn't know that at first. I guess it makes sense for measuring if items are in a chest or something. You know, and behind a wall. That way you don't have to see that they're behind here. A bit earlier, I actually got a creeper. Oh, creepers spawned right up here. And I was wondering how I got a creeper up here. That's how. So yeah, it's basically just the same thing, and just back and forth. So I'm just gonna cut to when I am actually doing something different. So yeah. Okay, so we got the item sorter system up here. We're right now at the ceiling. Turns out, I guess the ceiling is 13, yeah, it's 13 blocks, not 12. Wow, I really fail. But anyways, aside from me failing, let's go ahead and put in the separator that's basically going to take the non-stackable items out for us. If I could get in this corner. Place block. Nope, no, come on. There we go. Okay, so we got that comparator there, 2 redstone dusts. Now we're going to go ahead and grab a torch, like so, and we're going to place a half slab like so. Now we're doing this because we don't want, oops, we don't want that either. To prevent this, we'll just place a block like that, and we're doing this because we don't want the, what am I trying to say? We don't want into the bottom hopper being powered and holding some items. So we are going to do that. And now if we place hoppers here, there we go. This is now our output. Any non-stackable items such as doors, swords, armor, everything that's non-stackable will be caught by this thing and sent to those 2 rows of chests down there. So yeah. You know what has to be the coolest thing ever? Doing vertical wiring when you got jump boost 2. Oh my goodness, so much easier. And that's it. Right there. So basically the item elevator that I'm going to be using will be the exact same one that we've used in the previous version that I tore down. I might tweak it a bit, and if I do, and so then I'll show you the adjustments that I've done. But anyways, basically items are probably going to be, we're probably going to have, don't know where exactly the input should be. Yeah, that's not good. My guess is the input's probably going to come from down there. That way we can hook up all of our farms to this thing. And basically it'll come along here. We can have chests over there. We can have chests all over the base. Where they can go straight into the sorting system. So there isn't really exactly one input. And yeah, I'll go ahead and wire this thing up. And I'll get back with you. So here we are on this thing, and it's basically the same thing. Though this time I'm using 2 comparators instead of 4. I'm pretty sure I can get away with 2, but that's what we're about to test. So, I might go ahead and actually modify this in the future to make it even more compact, if that's even possible. And who knows, maybe if you guys really want to, maybe I'll do a tutorial. I don't really know. So, let's go ahead and test this thing. We'll also get a chance to test out the thing to detect non-stackable items, which I already know it works, but let's just put in a non-stackable item. That way we'll know it's not too hard to find. We put it in there. And, did it even make it to the top? There is our shovel. Nope, it did not make it. So, we are going to need 4 comparators on this. Not too bad, really. Let me think. Oh, we might be able to do this, like, ooh. That is a good way to save resources. If I'm not mistaken, that right there should do it. Let's put our shovel in there. Oh, shoot. I am doing this entirely wrong. I think I am. Oh, yeah. I forgot the repeater. Did we get our shovel back? Nope. Okay, let me fix this thing up. Okay, so I've been fiddling around with this thing a bit, and there we go. I could probably make it more compact, and I might change this around later on. If I do, I'll try my best to remember to show you guys. So, I got my shovel back. Let's go ahead and throw it in here and see, does it make it? Oh, it has to have made it. Come on. Yep, there's my shovel. So everyone, that will be it for this episode. Pretty much until I'm gonna do a lot of this off screen, as it's just the same thing that you've already seen me do over and over and over and over again. So it'd be very boring to watch if I showed every single thing. But anyways, and that is it for this episode. If you enjoyed, and then be sure to leave a like. And as usual, if this is your first time or a second time or 35th time seeing one of my videos and you like what you see, well, there's a subscribe button right down there or up there. It all depends. And if YouTube keeps on changing stuff around, that I could say down there, and before you know it, it's up there. So yeah, until next time everyone, I will see you in the next episode. Bye. Oh wait, forgot one thing. Check this out. Yep. Perfect. I added a new plugin called Frame Picture that does that. Yeah. Now I'm gonna say goodbye. Bye.